she is definitely on her media tour as she's getting ready to gear up for the 2025 basketball season. Now, guys, in this new State Farm commercial, she's showing love to all of the new draftees. We got to be getting close to the start of the WNBA season because Caitlin Clark has dropped yet another commercial that is with State Farm, but I'm here to tell you that isn't the only commercial she dropped because she dropped a new commercial with Gamebridge as well. Now, today is draft day. We know a year ago today, Caitlin Clark was the #1 overall pick, and it sent shockwaves throughout the entire W.
Did you see Caitlin Clark's new State Farm commercial? It's not just another endorsement deal. She's actually hyping up Paige Bueckers and the entire 2025 WNBA draft class. This isn't something you see every day from the league's biggest star. What's even crazier is what's happening behind the scenes with Bueckers. She's about to sign a deal with Unrivaled that would pay her more in 3 years than she'd make in 4 years in the WNBA. Is this new league trying to steal the WNBA's thunder? You need to see what's really going on here. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Have you ever seen a star player promoting the next generation that might take their spotlight? That's exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing in this new State Farm commercial, and it's super weird when you think about it. Like, most superstars want all the attention for themselves, right? But here's Clark, the WNBA's biggest name, actively hyping up Paige Bueckers and the entire 2025 draft class instead of just focusing on her own brand. The commercial doesn't just mention these upcoming rookies. It actually shows footage of them at the Empire State Building for what looks like a pre-draft event.
And I'm here to tell you, she did even better, in my opinion. It's no secret that Paige Bueckers is going #1, man. As it sits as of right now, today, Dallas hold that #1 pick because many people did not believe Kayla could come into the W and do exactly what she did in college in the major leagues. They have not traded it. They still got it. Now, it's looking like she's going to the Dallas Wings, but at the end of the day, we don't know. Anything could happen leading up to this draft, right before the draft.
The camera pans across the group with Bueckers front and center, projected to be the #1 pick next year. Why would State Farm include these specific shots unless they're setting up something bigger than just a regular insurance ad? This is totally backwards from how sports marketing usually works. Think about it. When was the last time you saw LeBron James starring in a commercial that purposely highlighted the next rookie who might challenge his crown? It just doesn't happen. Star athletes fight to keep all the endorsement money and spotlight for themselves. They don't voluntarily share it with players who haven't even played a pro game yet. What's even more suspicious is the timing. This commercial drops right when rumors are swirling about Bueckers possibly signing with Unrivaled, a competing league that could seriously threaten the WNBA's talent pool. Is this just a coincidence? I don't think so. And here's another thing. Clark's Indiana Fever might end up as direct rivals with whichever team drafts Bueckers next year.
So State Farm took to their X account to drop this. They stated, "Who's ready to celebrate the WNBA draftees with us tonight? WNBA draft." And as y'all can see, man, but Dallas would be crazy to trade that pick. Now, moving on to the topic of the hour, that is this Caitlin Clark commercial. Let's react to it. Hopefully, we don't get copyrighted. Let's check out some of it right now. In this commercial, Caitlin Clark was showing major love to the draftees that is coming in, hopefully tonight. And I'm here to tell you, there is some footage that is floating around online of the 2025 draftees at the Empire State Building.
So why would Clark publicly support someone who could become her biggest on-court competition? It's like she knows something we don't. The way this commercial carefully positions both Clark and Bueckers feels intentional. They're being set up as the dual faces of women's basketball. But what if they're not meant to be co-stars in the same league? What if they're being positioned as the figureheads of competing leagues? Is State Farm accidentally revealing insider knowledge about player movements and league rivalries? The commercial isn't just promoting the WNBA draft. It's setting the stage for what could be an epic power struggle between leagues, with Clark and Bueckers as the main characters in this drama. That power struggle? It's actually about cold, hard cash. The Unrivaled League is reportedly ready to pay Bueckers more in 3 years than she'd make in 4 WNBA seasons. When you break down the numbers, it's shocking. The WNBA rookie scale starts at around $76,000 and maxes out at about $96,000 annually.
Can we get your arm out, sir? Your arm's in the photo. That one. There you go.
I don't know. I believe it's going to be those, whatever those were again.
Meanwhile, Unrivaled is throwing life-changing money at these players. We're talking potential seven-figure deals. Think about what this means for the WNBA. They've got a hard salary cap that tops out at $1.4 million per team for the entire roster. Their hands are tied. Unrivaled doesn't have these restrictions. They can offer whatever they want to whoever they want. It's like trying to compete in a race when one car has a governor on the engine and the other doesn't. The timing couldn't be more calculated. Unrivaled is making these moves right when women's basketball viewership is exploding. They're not trying to build something from scratch. They're riding the wave that the WNBA created and trying to skim the cream off the top. Classic business move, but brutal for the established league. And get this, Unrivaled isn't just throwing money around. They're completely changing the game with their 3-on-3 format. Less players on the court means more space, more scoring, and potentially more excitement for casual fans. Plus, with shorter games and a faster pace, it's practically designed for social media highlights and the TikTok generation. What's really interesting is how Unrivaled is positioning itself. They keep saying, play with us in the WNBA offseason. But when you're offering significantly more money than the primary league, who's really the side hustle? It's like someone saying, keep your day job, while handing you a lottery ticket. Follow the money and you'll find some fascinating connections. Former Nike executives and sports investment groups are backing this venture. These aren't basketball purists. These are business people who've spotted an opportunity in the growing women's sports market. The million-dollar question, will Clark jump ship too? Sources close to the situation suggest Unrivaled has an even bigger offer waiting for her. If both Clark and Bueckers end up as the faces of this new league, it creates a legitimate threat to the WNBA's dominance. What we're witnessing right now is nothing short of a revolution in women's basketball. The competition between the WNBA and Unrivaled isn't just about games, it's a full-blown battle for the future of the sport. These leagues are fighting for viewers, dollars, and most importantly, star power. The next few months will transform women's basketball forever as these power struggles play out behind closed doors. The real action is happening in contract negotiations and media deals, not just on the hardwood. So pay attention to the fine print when these athletes make announcements. The business moves they make now will reshape everything about how we experience women's basketball going forward.